Hi everyone, I'm Jim and welcome to a review of Killing on Adrenaline, the second studio record by the American tech dev band Dying Fetus. Today we're celebrating the 25th anniversary of the record, so I decided to go back and see if it still holds up or not. I've already reviewed the record Reign Supreme last year for its anniversary, go check it out. There I talked about how I found this band. It was around the year 2009-2010. I was in elementary school back then and I saw the music video for Your Treachery Will Die With You. I loved that song and I was like, I need to check out their entire discography. So I did, and I've been their fan ever since. This is the final release with Brian on the guitars. He also played on the previous record. As usual, we have John on the vocals and guitars, Jason on bass and vocals, and Kevin on the drums. The production on the record is raw. From what I know, the band didn't have enough money to produce this shit, so it sounds kinda like a demo version, to be quite honest, but it's okay. I wish they would remaster this or remix it, or maybe just re-record it all together. While the drums sound okay, I wish we could hear the guitars more, same as the vocals. Message is diverse, the songs are mostly about society, politics, violence. Most of the songs on this record criticize the rich and capitalism in general. Structure of the tracks is advanced. Usually each song has from 8 to 12 segments. Most of them do repeat at the later stage in the song. Usually it looks like this. The song has intro, a verse, another change, then another change, and another change and another change, and finally they start to repeat all of that stuff in the second part of the songs, but they also add a guitar solo or maybe one final change and an outro. The music on this record could be called a mix of brutal death metal, technical death metal, some people say even grindcore. I don't hear that stuff here, to be quite honest. This record is more technical than the previous releases, that's for sure. I wouldn't call this a tech dev release per se. Also, let's not forget that they do add a lot of hardcore and groove metal influences into their music. The record starts with the title song Killing on Adrenaline, and the first thing you're going to notice here is the drumming. Kevin is a legend. I love his groove, his precision, his style, double bass work, blast beats. He's a master behind the drums. I always enjoy his playing and I wish he would appear on more releases these days because he doesn't play that much, quite sadly. Next is the bass. It's audible, it mostly follows the guitar. Sometimes the bassist has his own lines like in the final song, which is quite nice. Then we have the guitar work. I think it's quite fun to listen to. We have some fast technical riffs, some groovier parts, some even hardcore parts here and there. I love those guitar riffs, also some guitar solos. Most of them aren't that great, but some are fun to listen to as well, like in the second track. Overall, I think that most of the guitar work on this record is quite memorable. Then we have the vocals by John and the bassist. John is doing that wee noises, you know, the big ones. He's always doing that shit. Sometimes it doesn't sound that good, to be quite honest. I think that he got better with age. But Jason is straight up killing it. I love his growling. He has power and anger behind his voice, so his vocal lines are always most fun to listen to. And John is fine, mostly. This song, Killing on Adrenaline, is one of the highlights of this record. I truly enjoyed the main guitar riff that appears at the very beginning. It later comes back, it's fun to listen to. Then we have some changes here and there. I love that groovier part in the middle, as well as the guitar solo. This song is a classic. I still don't enjoy every single second of it, but most of it is quite beautiful. Also, let's not forget that the drumming is fucking phenomenal. 9 out of 10. Procreate the Malformed. Now this song is over 7 minutes long, it's the longest track here, and I must say that while I do enjoy most of it, some of the guitar parts are kinda bland and boring, but overall I do enjoy this song, especially the middle part of it. And the lyrics are quite interesting, go read them. 8 out of 10. Fornication Terrorist, now this is the highlight of this album. It's my favorite song here. It has lots of changes when it comes to the tempo and the grooves. Sometimes it's like straight up death metal from the 90s, then it's like a groove metal song. I love those guitar melodies that remind me of the video game Doom. I'm sure you know what I mean. Then we have a very cool groove part with Jason on the vocals. I think this is a classic song because every single segment brings something different to the table and it's just memorable. 10 out of 10. We Are Your Enemy is the only song on the album written by the bassist, everything else was written by John, and this track is quite similar to the others, so I find it quite surprising that both of the songwriters have a very similar style to their music, so it's hard to even recognize who wrote which song. This is a banger, especially when it comes to the lyrics and that groovier part in the middle. The beginning of it wasn't as interesting, but I still think it's a great song. 8 out of 10. Kill Your Mother, Rape Your Dog. Now, this was released as a single with a music video. This song basically makes fun of mainstream music and labels. It's kinda weird, to be quite honest, but I do love the middle part of it. It has a cool groove. It's just a hilarious song, like that music video is so fun to watch. It's a classic, 8 out of 10. Absolute Defiance. Now I think personally this is the weakest song on the record. I still dig it a lot. It has a great second part. The first part, I mean, I do enjoy the groovy guitar riff, but then the verses and the middle part weren't grabbing me that much, you know. They were just like, it's okay, nothing special, but still a good song. 7 out of 10. Judgment Day is an Integrity cover and it's quite fun. It's not as vicious and emotional as the original, but it's still a great work. They've made this song into their own, and that I respect. 8 out of 10. The final song, Intentional Manslaughter, is my third favorite song here. I just love the grooves, the main guitar riff, it stays in your head. The heavier, faster parts are also quite intense and fun to listen to. This is a classic. Some of the guitar riffs in the middle I think weren't as interesting to me, but overall this song is a journey and I highly recommend listening to it. 9 out of 10. To sum it all up, the consistency is stable and the flow is fitting, replayability, yeah, it's a great record. I enjoyed it from beginning to the end. It doesn't have any weak songs. The highlights here are Killing on Adrenaline, Fornication Terrorist, Intentional Manslaughter, Kill Your Mother, and Procreate the Malformed. Check those songs out, they are quite fun. I must say that this record could have been better if the production was on point. Like I said at the beginning, I wish this was re-recorded or remixed, so we could hear these songs in all of their glory. Celebrate the rest by spinning this record today, it's truly fabulous. That's all from me, thank you for watching, don't forget to like and subscribe, follow me on Instagram, use the description, I will see you in my other videos, bye!